have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Never in my life did I imagine there'd be peace. Never in my life did I imagine there'd be peace. Never in my life did I imagine there'd be peace. Never in my life did I imagine there'd be
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Console Gaming League Season 12 end of season playoffs. It's a round one matchup in the Diamond tier for NA. It's Yuniverse versus the Abyss.
This should be a good one. And we've had quite a bit of good action out of the diamond tier so far.
Mhm.
So I think that we should be in store for closer than what people might think matchup here. We'll take a look at the two teams here. We'll take a look at the bracket. I can actually speak English today. I really can. This is where we're sitting at so far. Mythos Griffins getting the 3-0 win earlier and really doing it quite well. Utopia Shangri-La winning over the Firestrokes. And, we've got this game right now. And then the last game here of the NA Diamond console will be Mythos Minotaurs and No Pill Gaming. I'll be on that one around 11 o'clock Eastern time. So long night for me. But we got to get Yuniverse and the Abyss taken care of first and see who's going to move along to face Utopia Shangri-La.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this. We were talking about old CGL yesterday during our matchups. We've got a couple of old CGL players here in the rosters, and not for Yuniverse. We'll talk, actually, a couple of people on for Yuniverse, but let's take a look at that Yuniverse lineup here. We've got Yoshi and Chef on that DPS line, and then CNC Dom, also known as Ari, is what they like to go by. Vertical Frog and Kigo. Kigo, someone that I've recognized from prior seasons. I'm excited to see some Lucio, if that's what they intend to play, because that's what they are listing as their favorite hero.
I mean, there's names here that I somewhat recognize. Obviously, I recognize Chef. I believe I don't think I played against them, but I know that I have cast them back in the day. And Yoshi, I've seen lots of, and it's Dark Yoshi from way back. So I mean, they're going by Yoshi now, but they're Dark Yoshi and damn good player in the tier 2 scene. Now they moved up to Diamond, so this is actually a good chance to see where their skills lie now. But now we'll go ahead and take a look over at the Abyss, their opponents here tonight, and it was them picking the Abyss. If I remember correctly, they picked them out, and it was Carly getting called out there by the members of Yuniverse. So we'll see how this is going to go down. Devin, Duke, Excited Odin, Coda, and Carr, the two supports. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have coming out the gate because they are looking very strong. They've got a very full roster. So, I mean, if things aren't working out for them, they've got lots of options here. They're part of the Deep Blue Divers org, and really interested to see what they're going to bring to Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, if you didn't guess with Billy saying that, Lijiang Tower going to be our first map of the evening. Now, it's not afternoon. I mean, technically, I guess technically it is still afternoon since it is, in fact, after 12 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, God.
But that gets into a whole can of worms there. But yeah, I'm really excited to see this. Devin, one of our staff members, I believe, for CGL, is in this game for the Abyss. A very old CGL player, been through this for a while. I believe Duke as well, if I'm thinking correctly, but it might be a different Duke that I'm thinking of. Because they don't have any previous teams listed, so I'm not quite sure. Then Carr as well used to play on Ignition. So hey, I mean, so there's a lot of old school players in this lineup today, and I'm really excited to see how this goes off. Like you said, Lijiang Tower coming in. I mean, it's what we were expecting. It's just, unless you were like our yesterday's matchup and go to Antarctic Peninsula, you're not really going to go anywhere else.
I mean, it's just comfort at this point. People want to be comfortable. They want to think about the fights that are coming up, not about how to get around a not so familiar, not so played, not so tried and true map. So I completely understand why the teams do what they do. It's about being as comfortable as you can going into this matchup. And well, I mean, they came in 4-4, the Abyss, and I think that they really do have a shot of making something happen here. But I'll tell you what, 23-6. Map win loss record for Yuniverse and 7-1 on the season. They've got their work cut out for them. We'll see if any of these patch changes up how these two teams play against each other, because we really want to see Is it going to be Yuniverse coming out here and just slapping people around, or are the Abyss going to have something to say into the matter?
Well, that is going to be the question on everyone's minds. I've always said it for these playoff games. It's any given Sunday, Billy, and so it happens to be on Sunday today. So that anything can happen in these playoffs, and this is where it gives you a good place to where everything's going, like how these two teams stack up against each other. But you can just throw out all the maps, anything to do with the wins, because this is when it actually matters. You get your place, you pick your opponent, but again, if you don't show up when the lights are brightest, you're not gonna be able to be the champions.
Well, the other thing is that they've got two people from last season's championship winning squad here from the Vortex in Yoshi, and also who is it? Oh gosh, it's Awesome. Also in here from the Vortex. And also I look at here and I see two people from the pack, or three people from the pack, and the pack is somebody that I used to play against all the time, and they're a damn good org too. They've gone into now a new direction with the Universe, and I really like this. So I mean, they get their favorite pick here for Control, and we'll see how this is actually going to go out here. We'll see if they actually run the horse brawl. I don't think they should, but if they do, this could be a very interesting matchup.
It definitely could. Ari, known for the wrecking ball, so this could also be a very wacky time here if it comes into that wrecking ball composition. Not many people really playing it, but if you can play it well, it works pretty darn good because, like I said, no one's really playing it.
There's so much disruption available as well. I mean, you've got Yoshi that I remember seeing back in the day. Their tracer is absolutely disgusting for this tier level. And then you've got Chef with the Mercy Pockets. I mean, Pharmacy's going to be up there. You've got the tracer in the back. You've got Ari, CNC Dom on the wrecking ball. I don't know how they deal with this other than coordination, and really excited Odin has to be the one that sets the tone, sets the pace, and takes the space.
Yeah, no, you're definitely there. You're right with that. As the Abyss just gonna go right to the point, but well, Chef's in the skies, and they don't the Abyss don't really have anything to deal with Afara at the moment. Coda really the only long-range player, but hey, the nice pick already coming in on the CNC Dom. That could change things going, but right now, that healing no longer there. Still, the Ingress coming in, but that nice anti-nade coming in from Vertical Frog might be able to hold things off for Yuniverse, as there's the picks going in the way of the team in blue.
I mean, where's the healing at? I'm very confused how they lost that fight. They were chasing down they were chasing down members of Yuniverse, and I mean, they forgot all about the point. They could have taken the point and forced rotations back rather than going after kills. This is actually a good pick here, going to the Sombra, but you've got to be careful. You've got to get yourself out. You've got to really manage the translocate. You're going to go down.
Yeah, Devin's already out of this fight. Both DPS, in fact, gone for the Abyss, so that's just going to be just have to be a reset. They can't really push in without that damage.
I mean, the other thing is that now that Yuniverse has control of the point, the Symmetra just doesn't work anymore. You need to go to something that will provide a lot more frontline pressure and aerial threat as well.
Yeah, Chef looking for this barrage. What are they cooking up, Billy? There comes the barrage out. It only finds two, but that's just enough. Taking down Excited Odin. Massive pick. No more frontline for the Abyss. The reset comes yet again.
Yep, here goes Duke swapping over now. I mean, you didn't even get the photon barrier out. So, I mean, if you were going to switch, you should have done it last fight. You could have hindered the Fair in the sky. It would have prevented any other kind of escape for them. And you might have been able to win the fight. Now, you do have Shatter and the sound barrier online. You're looking to use this very judiciously because there's a pulse bomb waiting in the back.
Yeah, the pulse bomb from Yoshi could be massive. End things here and now. But there's a sound barrier coming in from the Abyss, but Excited Odin off the side of the map, perhaps but it's just not looking too good. Now Minefield coming in, and CNC Dom finds out too with it. That's going to be that. 92%. Can anyone even touch? There's trying to get excited Odin back to the point. The Shatter comes out, but there's only 2 seconds to go. No one's going to get there in time. Yuniverse takes round 1.
Compositional differences. That's the big story right now. Is compositional differences. They didn't deal with the pharmacy in the sky from the get-go. It took them until the second fight or the third fight to be able to deal with it. I mean, Devin actually had the right idea here, I think, just not good enough with the translocator. But I mean, looking at the disruption, then you've got to expect the barrage coming from behind it, and like Vertical Frog just said, you know what? I'm good, G. I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and anti everybody up. You're going to be able to heal up anyways, even if you do get the shield around. So, I mean, this was about as perfectly played from Yuniverse that you could expect. And now, I mean, Devin, do you stay with this, or do you go back over to the Stormbird? Do you go to a Tracer? Do you go to a... I would even like to see a Soldier or a Sojourn here, but apparently Reaper. Yeah, you guys are going to be running into the same problems again.
Yeah, definitely. I think that might be the crutch of this this team right now, not being able to play anything other than this Reaper into it. But we'll see how it works. I mean, obviously there is still time to adjust, time to change things up. But with the nice pile driver coming in, CNC Dom looking to cement themselves onto the point. But hey, Chef yet again finding that first pick. Now the second one going the way of Yuniverse. That is all but over. Just the damage just coming out from Chef is just immeasurable, as that's four the Farah in the sky.
Billy will become the broken record tonight until you deal with Chef in the sky. You're going to run into this problem time and time again. You can't just run whatever you want to run. You have to adapt, and if you don't adapt, then you're GG's. We'll see you in the lower bracket. That's the first problem right now. And you know, Excited Odin going over to this Sigma. I don't hate it. Why are you throwing your shield out right now, though? Bit weird.
Yeah, it is. You don't really need to invest shield health so early on. They are now trying to deal with it, and hey, look at that, the nice pick on the Vertical Frog, but then there's the Farah is just, it's just too powerful. Taking Excited Owen and Devin down. Duke's trying to change it back, but it doesn't look like it's going to be possible to res from Kigo, bringing Chef back into the thick of things, as that is just the Yuniverse still holding strong.
I mean, you need a hit scan. I like the swap to the Echo. That's a great Farah counter, and look at this. Almost has duplicate online already. That's how much work you got done being able to battle the Farah in the sky. But I mean, look at Yoshi. Yoshi is on the stalk right now, looking for a pulse bomb target.
Yeah, definitely looking for Carr there in the back line. There's the minefields coming out. Devin's already gone, and oh my God. Goodness gracious. Carr goes down. Like I said, that was the choice. You're like, oh, okay. And Chef just gets Duke before they get back into the carrier there. But this is not looking too good for the Abyss right now here, Billy.
No, it really isn't. I mean, we've seen a good swap here from Duke. It really started getting some work done, but now you're looking at the aerial threat once again. At the hit scan, it's just not working out here for the Abyss. The Soldier would be better, because even then you have the Biotic that can help you at least keep your team up.
That might be it there. The copy has come out. Everyone's so low from the Abyss. They tried to get the res in, but it's just not possible. It's just Duke to go. Chef goes down, but again, it's just a consolation prize for the Abyss as Yuniverse takes map number 1.
Woo, boy, 200-0 as well. And it's on the back of Chef being a menace in the sky. It's Yoshi being that mosquito behind you. When you think you've got the threat in the sky kind of dealt with and cordoned off, well, here comes Yoshi on the backside of it, just dealing it. These were all directs. These were all directs in the neutral, and just got it absolutely done. What a fantastic performance from this Farah player. Yeah, just absolutely fantastic. So as we take a look at how we got to where we are, it was all Yuniverse all the time.
It really was. I mean, we saw the try to adapt to different things that Yuniverse is running, because they haven't swapped off of yet. They're just sticking with this ball comp. But there's no reason to switch just yet, because you can't really seem to break it open, figure it out. You were talking about that Echo. it was working pretty well. They were getting a lot of damage done, but again, you can do, I learned this in my comp games today. I played comp for the first time in forever. You can do as much as you possibly can as one person, but if the rest of your team sucks around you, this is for me personally. Not because they're definitely better than me. But if the rest of your team's not doing anything, you're not gonna win. And that's what
I see where you were going with it. I know what you're saying.
I'm not calling them terrible.
Good as the rest of your team.
Yes,
you're only
I'm not,
as good as the rest of your team. Yeah.
I'm not calling the Abyss terrible. I want to make sure that point's there. I'm calling myself and my elo. I'm like gold right now because I don't really play the game. Not that good right now.
No, I mean you're still doing better than I am right now. But I mean, I understand the game. Yeah. And that's what I do, is I understand the ins and the outs of the game, and just looking at how they try to kind of piecemeal a composition together, like going over to the Bastion. The Bastion is good when you can kind of enclose people off. So I mean, if you're going to go to the Bastion, you need to have the Bait, and if you have the Maid, then you have to have the Lucio, because you need to be able to speed them around. And the Symmetra just doesn't work against a pharmacy combo. The other thing is that they were trying to take Chef out, and the person you needed to take out was Kigo. And I mean, Kigo was just flitting around like the moth that Mercy is, and got it done. So we do have our next map pick in, and it looks like we are heading to the streets of London. This is going to be an interesting pick. I mean, they're trying to counter out this ball comp. Fair does work okay through first and second points of King's Row, but then when you get inside the Foundry, a little bit more difficult. So hopefully they've learned some lessons here from this first map. Chef is going to own the skies, and if you're not willing to engage in that aerial combat, then you need to figure out another way. You need to be able to figure out how to take down Kigo, or you need to be able to take down Vertical Frog, because they've got it in spades right now. They have you on lock. They have your whole composition completely mapped out, and this is where you need to throw something against the wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there. Like you said, Forest still really works well on King's Row. You can still even get away with using Wrecking Ball specifically on point 1. It's a little bit more difficult going into the rest of the map. But if you can get that disruption that Dom was doing pretty well with away from the rest of the Abyss, this could change back into their favor quite quickly.
Absolutely could. And I think that the Sombra was a great idea, but why are you trying to hack a Tracer that can recall and get all their health back? You need to be taking Ari down on the ball. I mean, that should be your hack target, and focus all your fire on that, and then try to bait the Mercy in for a crazy res, and then murder her. I mean, it's just an order of operations. I know that tanks have a lot of staying power, especially if the supports are on their butts. But I mean, you pull cooldowns, and then when you start pulling the cooldowns, you start making them manage the game differently than what they want. That's what Sombra does so well with this new rework. And I really want to see people use her the right way. She can't be either. You're going to use her 1v1 on a DPS, but not Tracer, or you're going to use her on a support. But I mean, the support can get somebody to help them back. So there's a lot of different variations of gameplay that you can play with this Sombra. But I think that going after Dom would be a great first start. Then in the tank role, I mean, we saw Reinhardt, and then we saw Orisa. I'm sorry, and Sigma. I think the Orisa actually works a little bit better, and the reason why she works better is because she can deny that knockback potential and the pile driver potential, and you can sling the ball back with the javelin spin. So I mean, there's lots of counterplay that you can go on here, and we'll see what the Abyss is actually going to do moving into it.
Well, it looks like the Abyss have made some swaps, it seems, here. They're bringing in a new tank player from an old organization as well, Tribulation. Goofman coming in, I believe I remember this person from old seasons of Trib and whatnot. But yeah, they're coming in to try to change things up, it seems. I mean, because obviously something needs to happen. And like you were saying, they have a full roster. They have the ability to change things if they desperately need to.
We'll see how it goes down. We'll see how it goes down, my friend, because I'm worried. I'm worried. And a little bit of a score update. It looks like 88s. Crazy 88s are actually up 2-0 on Worldwide. That was one of the spiciest picks from the NA picking show. And wow, I mean, this is I called it, and people's like, wow. I know Crazy 88s. I'm saying.
a huge Ryan Guy fan. Let's go.
Oh, let's go, Ryan Guy. But we do. I mean, there's confirmation of the tank coming in here. Yeah. Goofman will be coming in. So we'll see how this actually works out here for them. And yeah, I mean, there's some work to get done here, my friend.
There definitely is. There definitely is indeed. I think we're about to head into the match. We're still waiting for the readies from Abyss. But we're getting an ETA from them. And then we'll head it right in. But yeah. Like I said, I started playing comp again today, Billy, and you know, I remembered why. I remembered why I stopped playing the game. Literally, I was playing tank, and literally pretty much every game on my team, I was getting top damage, and another DPS was maybe doing sub 1,000. So that's 1,000 and 2,000 damage through the entire series. So that's been my Overwatch experience for the past 2 days.
What was your mitigation stats, though? That's the real question. What was your mitigation stats? What were you playing?
I was playing Sigma, Junker Queen, Zarya, and
so were you over 10k at any point in mitigation?
I don't think so. Probably not.
Then you ain't doing your job.
I know.
You weren't doing your job! Okay. We do have the teams in here. We will have the Abyss coming out on the attack, so we'll see what Yuniverse has in store for their defense of London. And, well, Chef and Yoshi, Joshua, really the highlights here of the first game. My goodness. I don't know how you deal with them. That's the truth of the matter. They really do work in tandem together. It's two sides of a coin that really they cashed in supremely, and the Abyss just didn't have an answer.
Definitely not. Well, we are seeing some swaps, though, coming in here, Billy, from Yuniverse. They're not opting to stick with the Wrecking Ball comp that worked so well for them. But hey, this is still a very good composition that Yuniverse is rolling out. Now, I'm hoping Goofman is just on the Winston to get to the high ground on Spawn, and we're not gonna actually see Winston because I don't really think Winston's good right now.
Oh no! Oh! Gosh darn it. Okay, I love you, Kiko. Anyways, yeah, this is a better look though from the Abyss. They're not playing said Winston. No Winston Overwatch. What we are going to get though is we're going to get some brawl action going on in here, and Duke coming out here on the May is going to give them a little bit of extra staying power and a little bit of more staying power into these fights, especially with the wall. If they can get this wall usage just right, they can get them off. Oh, nope, never mind.
Yeah, well, Dom's going to come in with that, with the pummels, taking down Goofman, and well, in the meanwhile, Yuniverse has already found out those picks and forced back the Abyss, and making the Abyss change some things up.
Looks like Devin's going to bring out the Bastion. Now, I like this. This is going to put some serious pressure under CNC Dom. I mean, Ari is going to be so under duress here, and going in the back and just pushing around. That's beautiful rotation.
A great rotation indeed, a nice separation, but Chef comes back and takes Devin out. They do lose CNC Dom, though. That is a massive pick if you are Abyss. But now you need to be able to keep things going in your way. But Chef's still alive, and Chef's still finding picks, cooking up a defensive hole yet again for Yuniverse.
Ah, Chef.
Good to see
you. Know, there's something about that guy's name that I just like.
Yeah, something about it.
Something about it. I don't know. I'm happy for it. I mean, I love the positioning as well. I mean, they're taking this high ground. They're turning this point into a kill box. I mean, you're looking at Kigo getting ultra aggressive on the Lucio, I mean, this is exactly what you want to see. Goofman is going to show us the Winston now. Oh, boy.
The Winston is coming in. The Blizzards come out from Duke. Can they get this point going? The overclock now in from Chef. Yoshi's down. Can they find these picks? The overclock does nothing for Yuniverse. The Annihilation being popped now, trying to keep things going, but it seems like they've invested every ultimate, but they're going to lose the fight off the back of it. The Abyss comes in clutch, and hey, I'm eating my words right now, Goof. You're the Winston looking good.
Oh, forcing swaps. You love to see it. And we got Vertical Frog. I mean, they even put the window out. There was amplified healing going through that. That's how much duress that Dom was under there in that fight. Fantastic swap there from Goof, man. And also Devin coming back out. I mean, this is 3 heroes now that we've seen from Devin. Now onto the Reaper. I mean, this is still going to make Arissa's life hell. So, I mean, you've got a lot of options here. Abyss showing some damn good swaps here.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Well, see, they're walking in. Abyss is walking into a May ult from Yoshi. If this can work out, and now the Soundbeaters come out now. But did anyone get frozen up though? That's the question. I don't think everyone kited around. Now with the Death Blossom coming out, that's gonna be the Abyss yet again looking to keep this hold going, or this push going, and that's the case. Yoshi goes down. And now we're going to get the stagger onto CNC Dom as well.
There's no way out. I mean, apparently there is a way out. Okay. So, I mean, you get speared up, you get dinged up, you get dapped up, and there's the finishing through. You can't block the Tesla cannon. Goofman with a 2K. Oh, my word. This composition is starting to really show its teeth.
I just don't know how the Winston's working, Billy. Theoretically, Winston's in a not that good space, I would say.
Sure.
So, it's just working on very good teamwork, I think, that right at the moment. And they're going to get the first, this is going to get second point without a contest. 4 minutes and 16 seconds on the time bank now. With Devin going into the back, looking to take some damage, but they are forced away. Chunk down the 9 HP, a nice Javelin Spear onto Goofman, forcing them back. But still, they've got this Primal Rage, so they can go in. They've got a new lease on life if they desperately need it. With the Coalescence coming in, that's the ghost sign for the Abyss. With the Terra Surge in response, is gonna find the damage needed. Goofman cannot stay alive even through that Primal Rage, and Yuniverse are able to come back into this off the back of Vertical Frog.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's an interesting set of ultimates there that came out from both sides. Goofman now swapping to the Diva. I'd like this even more, because even if you go golden, you have the opportunity to try and eat this Blizzard, and you've got the damage mitigation that, you know, even with the flimsy Winston shield, still pretty good. The problem is that, and this is why they go to the Diva, they're trying to take over this high ground.
And there they go, up to the high ground. Chef with that artillery strike comes through, and Goofman's off the side of the map. Must not have had those thrusters available, or it was just a boot kill. But, well, nonetheless, it's still Yuniverse in control, in the driver's seat, with Chef finding 3.
All right, so I mean, you've got the Blizzard, Death Blossom, and the Sound Barrier here into this next fight. Kigo, pretty close. So I mean, if we throw this out fast enough, if you can bait out the Javelin spin and the damage mitigation going behind that, you should be able to get a free Blizzard here. But I mean, they're so close. If they amp that speed right at the right moment, they could get that final. Well, there it is. It's gonna be online now.
Oh wait, Duke! Oh my! The Javelin spin eats up the Blizzard. That's huge for the for Yuniverse, and the Death Blossom finds nothing from Devin. Ant Matrix in response from Vertical Frog, trying to keep them back, pushing back this damage, as it just seems nope. Okay, Chef goes down. They don't need those ultimates anymore. Terra Surge comes in response. It takes Card down. Speed no longer there, but it's still looking good for the Abyss. They've got the front foot. They've got Yuniverse retreating, and they might have to invest the Blizzard, and they do. They invested in a not that good of a spot. They do get the DMAC Coalescence in response, though, trying to keep Yuniverse on the back foot. The artillery strike not going to find any picks, but Yoshi goes down again for Yuniverse. This is the Abyss looking stronger than ever, coming in, taking Chef down. They're going to have to touch the point somehow, some way. Yeah, Immortality Field can only save you for so long. Devin with these Hellfire shotguns just reigning supreme on point. This should be the Abyss taking this point as the Death Blossom comes through. Yoshi no longer there. The touch is there yet again. They're looking to keep things going. Can Yuniverse make a flip with the Blizzard coming out from Duke, though? That should solidify everything into their favor as the point captures 3 points on the board.
Insane swaps from both teams. And Goofman leading the charge with how they swapped their compositions up really did throw Yuniverse for a loop. I mean, this was the first fight. Yeah, we see Devin go down there, but it was all the damage had been done. Ramatra was Dunsky at that point. Chef, once again, had another magnificent map, but just too much in the tank here from the Abyss. They are not playing like a 4-4 team, Joshua.
No, definitely not. They're looking a lot more together now, and like I was talking about, you're only good as the rest of your team, and right now the team's playing like a well-oiled machine. And that's what the Abyss need to keep doing if they want to complete this upset.
It would be a massive upset, too. It would be a massive upset. I mean, there's a safety net. I want to remind everybody out there that there is a safety net here. We are in double elimination. So, there's opportunities. There's opportunities in the Abyss now. Looking at this Winston composition again, looks like we might see Yoshi come back out on this Tracer, and that's going to spell lots of trouble for Devin. Once you burn those cooldowns, the Tracer will be able to hunt you down, so you better be ready and willing to take this fight as it comes to you. You have procced the bull, and now you've got to deal with the outline behind it.
Yeah, as Chef quickly going over to the Widowmaker for a second. Now over to the Echo. We'll see if this works as well as their Pharah did on round 1. But this is pretty much the same composition that worked so well for them on Li Zhang. But can they make it work here on King's Row with... Oh, well, no, that'll help. Taking Devin at a massive amounts of damage now gone. Hey, it seems to be just as good as his Pharah, Billy. Chef fighting 2 picks now, looking for a third solo, but Duke coming in clutch with 2 of their own. Rez comes through on a Yoshi. Is there enough in the tank, though, for the Yuniverse to keep things going on? Might be the case. Goofman still at a lot of HP. It looks like Yuniverse have to reset.
Great first fight. Takes a minute off the clock. That's exactly what they needed going into this. So, I mean, for them, now they have to figure out, when these ultimates start coming up. What do they do? Vertical Frog showing the secure code look. So they're going to be able to cleanse anything that comes out there. But, I mean, there's really nothing to cleanse other than the Blizzard and Coda. I mean, this is going to be a very big coalescence. Once they get it online, it's only 12% away.
Yeah, now Yuniverse forcing this objective. Goofman's so low right now. They've got to get health into their tank player or they're going to lose at this point. Blizzard's out from the copied, the duplicate May. And it seems to be working. They've got everyone locked up and taken down as... I thought I heard Duke invest that May ultimate, but no, that's just not what I heard. Thank goodness they didn't invest that Blizzard there. I would have lost my mind. But Yuniverse takes that fight.
Well, Goofman over to the Diva now, so, I mean, there's going to be a lot more damage mitigation than that flimsy bubble. I mean, they did get some good work done, though. It took 3 fights to capture the point. They took a good minute and a half off the clock. So these are all pluses here for the Abyss. Now it's about how do they deal with the streets phase and how do they deal with Chef in the Sky. Chef in the Sky, once again, is a massive problem that they need to deal with.
Ooh, Vertical Frog so low. Gonna be able to get out thanks to that Swift Step. And Duke's now gone. Hey, but there's still enough for the Abyss to keep this hold going, especially to take Chef out here and now. Continuing rush being invested, though, with Death Blossom coming in from the back. Finding 2 out. That's huge for Devin. Goofman super low at the moment, but hey, they've got a Yuniverse retreating, so that's all good and well.
It all started with a great coalescence in response to all the death that was happening around them, and they actually find Kigo. And I mean, taking away that tether is exactly what you need to do. So I mean, watching for these sticky bombs not to land, but I mean, this duplicate's going to be online, my friend, and duplicate is going to be so dangerous because they're going for the diva.
Yeah, definitely is. Dom's kind of in a bad spot, but Goofman's out of mech now. As the minefields come out, separating him away from the cart, but CNC Dom a little overstepping, and Chef as well might have overstepped their place as they get the copy onto the Moira instead of that Diva. It can still work if they could get up to that coalescence, but just not as favorable as, say, that self-destruct would be with a Blizzard coming in. Coalescence copied comes out, but it's just not long enough. The duplicate not landing enough, but on the point, 2 players are out of this fight, traded 1 for 1, but can the Abyss keep going out on top with a self-destruct coming in from Goof? Is that going to be enough? No one goes down. Still, things are happening, but no one's going down quite just yet. Because there's the focusing beam getting so many people low on the side of the Abyss, but the follow-up's just not there quite just yet. Still waiting, wanting this pick to change the tide of this stalemate on point. And there it is, Yoshi going down. That harassment no longer there. Devin with the Hellfire shotguns yet again, opening things up for the Abyss.
Absolutely perfect fight, and look at how much time that wasted. 2.5 minutes in one extremely arduous fight, and they get it done. They finally turned the tide. They had so many trades, but Chef will have another duplicate online. Will they be able to find the Moira or find the Diva this time? I don't know if they do. And, I mean, look at these folks. I mean, Chef is a menace and it's just scaring the crap out of me every time they go up there.
Oh, and there's the minefields, and it's just going to separate Carr out, takes her down, and, well, they win that fight off the back of just the mines, Billy, and they now have this duplicate for the later fight.
Great fight planning, great patience shown. I mean, those mines were everything that they needed. And yeah, there was an Ajax of the beat that came through Master Bacon, the spokesman for their team, and they're going to go ahead and invest this. Oh my God, the Kitsune Rush is so dirty.
Yeah, Kitsune Rush allowing them to just beam through Devin's health there mid Death Blossom, and that is going to be that. They invest both their support ultimates, though, to try to keep things going. If they can, even if the Abyss can force out one of these 3 PS ultimates, that would be huge, but it's just not going to be in the cards for the moment. Yuniverse takes second point.
All right, we got Devin back over to the Sombra now. So, I mean, this is a great thing here, and I mean, the support is there. Good God, the pursuit is so good. I mean, we're getting this mental chess now. We're getting the mental chess that we needed here, what we deserve here as observers and as viewers and fans of this game. Ooh. God, Chef is so damn accurate.
Yeah, Chef is just making everyone's life a living hell right now. Call him Gordon Ramsay, but it's just... they've got to figure out more. They get that DMAC, they get the kill, but can they find more holding things on? Chef is hacked up and taken down, and the cost of losing Carr or Devin as well. But now that's enough for the Abyss to come into that. They don't have to deal with the menace that is Chef, and they can solidify the rest of the fight.
I mean, we've got self-destruct. We've got a bevy of ultimates ready to go here. How they deal with it, that's really going to decide if Universe is going to have any time on this clock when they finish, if they can even do it.
Well, the Blizzard comes out from Duke, and well, it looks like everyone was able to kite away. Devin is gone. Still not even... they're pretty close to their EMP, but not as close as you would like to at the moment. With the Coalescence coming in from Coda, now that's the go sign in response from the Abyss to get things going in their way. Minefield is out. Blizzard going to be coming online from Chef. Can it find good value? It seems to have done so. Goofman's out of the fight, no longer able to get back into that mech, but they've got it down to 23 seconds. This is looking more and more likely Hey, I mean, Chef, yeah, is still alive and continuing to hold
Chef!
things up. They're a one-man wrecking crew, Billy, and that's what is going to happen. They're just willing this point to be captured, all 3 points for them to give them this opportunity in overtime rounds. Chef continuously, the menace from Sky, the angel of death is upon us. Chef just wills it to the end.
Absolute chills from what Chef just pulled on the Abyss there. And yes, it was an overtime, but it don't matter.
Yeah.
Chef don't care. Chef don't care. I mean, these duplicates were absolutely everything, and they got it done. They got it absolutely done, and I mean, they are facing a deficit here, though. I want to point that out. I want to make sure everybody knows it. I mean, Duke on this main was getting it done, too. I mean, these two teams are battling back and forth. And, I mean, it is anybody's game right now. This is any given Sunday, and this Sunday might just be the Abyss in a chance to pull themselves level and at least take us to 4 maps.
The Yuniverse is lucky, though. They did allow themselves a new lease on life in the overtime rounds because they did stop the Abyss from capping until it was under a minute. So they are able to, even though they captured in overtime rounds, have a chance to attack. They only have maybe 1, maybe 2 fights if they're lucky, though.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, based upon how long the Abyss held them on their first attack of this point A, they might be in trouble. Well, Chef is out on the Farah. Yeah, they don't have a hit scan to deal with it. They don't have really anything to deal with it. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Great wall. It doesn't get him, though.
Yeah, the wall not able to separate like they were hoping, and now, well, Chef's just cooking it up yet again. Coda's gone. That main source of healing no longer there, and it's just going to allow Yuniverse to assert their dominance onto the point here. And oh, everyone's just so low for the peppering. Chef is just putting on from that Farah, and that's just going to be the point going in the way of Yuniverse.
I mean, why didn't we bring out the Diva? We should have been expecting some kind of flyer. Missed opportunity there for Goofman. They bring out the Diva now, but the damage is already done. And for every meter that goes along, it takes about a second off of this profit that Abyss had, this lead that they had now. We are in overtime. They are not able to get off this point. If they get off the point, it's Dunsky, and we'll see what the Abyss can do on their attack phase.
The good thing for Yuniverse is they have the ultimate advantage greatly in their favor, but a nice hack and that virus getting CNC Dom so low. There's the barrage coming out, but Chef is going to go down. They do pick out Duke, who is very close to that blizzard, but I think that might be it here, Billy, with Kigo going down. Vertical Frog no longer there. They're just swinging, trying to buy time, but they get off in the end. Yuniverse only get to the start of Bookstore as the Abyss now have their sights set on tying the series up.
Exactly what they needed. Okay, so I mean they have a minute 58 to be able to deal with this. I mean it was the Sombra pick that actually does it. I mean Devin showing up huge, our CGL staff member, gets it done. And yeah, I mean just the blink of an eye, they get off. They probably didn't coordinate it. Who was going to be the toucher on the point? Any touchers in chat? And they end up getting stopped right there. So I mean 40.73 meters into point B. That's one good fight, and we'll see how it comes out. So looks like Dom is flashing us, mind you, the Junker Queen. Junker Queen can build up an ultimate pretty quickly. You also can pull people into you and then throw a certain wall up and just obliterate them with a Bastion. So this is definitely an interesting composition coming out here from Yuniverse. And the fact that Duke is coming out possibly on this Farah, Yoshi's tracking better be as good as it is on the Tracer. Otherwise, they in a world of hurt.
Yeah, they've got to indeed here, Billy, the Devin Sombra. I mean, that's what they're known for. I mean, Sombra Reaper, that's what Devin's known for. They've got to be able to keep things going. We saw it work well when they swapped on their defense, or that last defense in the overtime rounds. Can it keep working well? As Devin looking for a target, and there they found one onto Chef. That is a perfect dive coming in from the abyss. But Kigo's found Coda, and that's, wow, just quickly going back into the favor of Yuniverse. They do lose Kigo, but that's enough. You'll still have them in that fight unless there's a quick recontest coming in from the abyss, and that seems to be the case. They still have that spawn advantage, obviously, with being those attackers.
Why are we not pressing the attack? Why are we not pressing the attack? Why are we not getting aggressive and putting our stake on the claim, on the point, using your concussive blast to keep people away?
There's the question. Virus comes out onto Yoshi. Now they're trying to come back. Commanding shout out, though. Devin's very low. Can they keep things going? And it looks like Yuniverse have this in the bag, but a lot of people are low on both sides. Chef's now gone with that swap over to the Tracer. With the barrage coming in at the perfect time from Duke, taking Yoshi out. But there's still people left on point. Can they keep it going? Vertical Frog's Immortality Field not going to be enough to save CNC Dom. There's the point one from the Abyss. Can Yuniverse get back in time to defend?
They've got Yoshi here. Or, I'm sorry, they've got Chef here on the Tracer. Pulse Bomb about 35%, 33% away. Yeah, Devin's going to be hunting for that Tracer. They've only got just a small amount of time. It's going to be an overtime if they get it done. And you're coming up close on Coalescence. You're coming up on the EMP. You're coming up on the Primal Rage. Almost everything in the bag. But there's a 4-pack of Ultimates getting ready to come out from the Universe.
Well, the first things first, they need to engage onto the point. Duke gonna get low there. The hack comes on to Yoshi, the Immortality Field, saving them for now. Kigo Sound Barrier just won them. They must have. If they win this out, it's all due to that Sound Barrier. The res cannot come through, and that is that. The overtime bar almost ticking away. There it goes. Yuniverse are able to hold on, and like I said, that Sound Barrier was everything, Billy.
This series is everything. I mean, the first map, Lijiang Tower was an absolute wash. But this, woo! This is what we are here for. And Vertical Frog, very quietly, telling everybody, this is my damn map and I'm going to win and you ain't got crap on me.
What? Oh my goodness. I just keep thinking about that last fight. Everyone is so low on the side of Yuniverse. Kigo got that Sound Barrier up perfect at the right time and landed it onto everyone. If the Lucio goes down first, I think we're talking about a tied up series right now.
I think that if we went back to the Diva, I think we'd be looking at a tied-up series as well, because we went with a Winston into a Bastion comp. That bubble was gone almost in a second. So I mean, I think that just a little bit of a focus, a little bit of a better decision making, I think would have won them this map. But as it stands, I mean, they're giving Yuniverse everything they can handle. This is the playoff potential.
Yeah, no, like I said at the start of things, it doesn't really matter these records any longer. Whoever shows up when the lights are brightest are best to be defined champions. As we have that 2-0 up for Yuniverse, but again, it's a very close 2-0 at the moment. We're headed to a short little break. Do not go anywhere. There's more awesome Overwatch action right after this.
Carpe diem. Carpe diem.
All right, everyone, welcome back. We are here and ready to head into map number 3. Flashpoint is the game mode, and, well, there's 2 maps that you can choose from, and one is not picked at all, and then the other one, Siravasa, picked all the gosh darn time. And that's where we're going to be heading to today.
I mean, okay, so if I'm at best right now, I'm thinking about how to counter out Chef.
Mm-hmm.
And Chef has shown us a couple of different looks now, either in the sky or on the ground with the May. I mean, he has done well on both. So we've also seen the Bastion come out as well. So this is going to be interesting to see what kind of a composition Yuniverse wants to run here.
Mm-hmm.
Goofman looks like they are staying in. So I think that you need to do something that will mitigate some damage. I think Sigma or the Diva here works very well. You can't continue to try and push the monkey into a Bastion comp, which we saw a couple of times. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when the 2 teams join.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Billy. It all happens on the battlefield. We can only, discuss or analyze so much. We have to watch what actually will happen on the map. It is sort of similar to Control, though, so if you want to put it in your heads that Yuniverse took that 2-0, that looks good for them here, but, I mean, obviously, there's still a lot of things and a lot of different things, similarities and differences about Flashpoint and Control.
Yeah, I mean, it ticks up to 1.8 faster. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, basically almost double the speed. Also, it takes 3 points to win, just like, so it's an RNG. That's the big kicker here, is that it forces 2 things. It forces you to attack the point, just like on Control. But it also gives you the option. Okay, it's not so set in stone. Like, you still have your ultimate generation happening in between the 2, or in between at least the 2 other points that you will be going to. Mm-hmm. So you can concede a point if you think that you're going to get better positioning, or you're going to have a better chance to make a stand on the next Flashpoint. You can make the conscious decision to say, you know what, we're not going to contest this. We're going to take our chances in the RNG, and we're going to go next, and we'll see. Do the teams have this ability to, decide when it's a truly lost cause, or do they throw themselves like spaghetti at the point and see if they can flip it like that? We've seen it work both ways. We've seen it in Tier 1 all the way down to my bronze games, okay, on certain roles. You see it all the time. It just depends on what they want to do. It looks like we do have a substitution coming in for the Abyss. It's going to be Guckers coming in for Coda. So we will see what they bring. If they're a certain specialist, as I take a look at their map, or as I took a look at their team sheet here.
Flex.
So they are a flex. Okay. That tells me they might play an Ana. Because Ana is a very aim intensive character. Maybe the Baptiste as well.
That's what I was thinking. The Baptiste, we haven't seen it from Coda at all throughout the series. So I'm assuming that's what Guckers is coming into play here.
All right. Looks like we do have the ready up from both teams. So we're about to head into India in Suravasa. And I mean, this is probably the most gorgeous of the maps now. I used to think that it was Hanamura. I think that Suravasa finally a map has taken the aesthetic appeal over said map. So maybe we've got a little bit of a snarl up going up here, and we'll see how it's actually going to go. But we'll see how these two teams meet up. Goofman definitely did inject a lot of life here into the Abyss in the tank role. Being able to really flip between 3 different tanks we saw, and really did it well. So, I mean, this is the kind of adaptability that you need here in Overwatch 2, especially here on Flashpoint. Now, this also comes into when you're talking about, conceding a point and, GG go next, Flashpoint. You also have to be able to decide when you can actually, swap your heroes out because you lose that ult charge. Obviously, you do get the 25% back. But, I mean, if you do it too soon or if you do it too late, you may have just cost yourself the entire map.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see where this goes out. Are we going to see more of the same from Yuniverse? Or are we going to see some changes? And right now, changes seem to be coming just on CNC Dom's point of view. They've got the Junker Queen out.
All right. Well, we do have that Baptiste. Something they have been so sorely lacking. I mean, think about how many fights they could have won with an immortality barrier. And Tom in there getting the rah-rah going on for Yuniverse. For Uni. Well, for Uni indeed. The Abyss are looking to save themselves from the lower bracket here as the two teams meet it up.
Yeah, as this should be a very fun one. Yeah, Guckers comes in to play that Baptiste like I was assuming they would. We'll see though. If that helps the Abyss in some way, shape, or form, then having that immortality field, Ant Matrix, is so beneficial. But this fight is underway, and a lot of people are low, and Chef's going to be the one, of course. Who else to find that first pick for Yuniverse, and now force the Abyss to back up, as this should be the first capture going the way of Yuniverse. They're just forcing all the Abyss back.
Kigo and Chef are such a dynamic duo together. They have an understanding between each other of when you can amp in, when you can get that charge rail shot off, and then they retreat very quickly back. They're not keeping their heads up there because they are giving all the respect to Devin and Duke right now on the Bastion and the May. They've been showing respect all evening long, and this has just been a masterclass from Chef.
Yeah, now the rotation comes in here from Devin and the Abyss, but well, Yuniverse is just on the opposite end of the point. They're not going to be really dealt with that damage. Now the Ghost Sign comes in, and Chef has found Devin. Now this is just looking good yet again for Yuniverse. Is the kill coming in from the Carnage on the Goofman, wrapping things up.
I mean, this is that point. Oh, gosh. Dom's filling their oats. Ari, I see you. I respect you. You are valid. You are here. You are a gamer. And there's the taxi service coming back for Chef. Yeah, that was the only loss there in that fight for Yuniverse. Maybe got a little bit overzealous in going in with that slide. But, I mean, they're going to have 2 DPS ultimates if they decide that they need them here in this fight.
Yeah, they do indeed have those ultimates available, but hey, they might not even need it. Ant Matrix comes out from Guckers, but all the damage comes out from Yuniverse in response. And that is just that. The overclock was invested by Chef, and it paid dividends. And now the first flashpoint is done and dusted in the way of Yuniverse.
I mean, they still have options. they still have options. There is a pursuit going on, though, and Yoshi's being left behind. Yoshi's being harried in the back. Are they going to amp the speed and actually convert the kill?
Chef was super low as well there. The Matrix is coming in, but it looks the Abyss is just gonna walk past it, but the Rampage comes out, connects onto Goofman and Guckers. The follow-up needs to be there, though. They're getting slowed down so much. CNC Dom is out of the fight, but the sound barrier invested, so this could be the Abyss coming into this. There's 3 people left only for Yuniverse, but it is a Bastion left on point. But, well, you focused on that major threat. Vertical Frog tries to change it back, and again, it's just not enough. The consolation pick, the Abyss comes back and takes that point.
Sound barrier diff right there. That's all that is. That's a sound barrier diff, and they get the work done. They almost caught Yoshi out with that wall just a pixel away, but now they can set up. Now they can have a little bit of breathing room. They've got this blizzard ready. They can catch the rotation the right way and wall them off. This could be an easy fight win.
Yeah, it could be indeed. The artillery strike, though, is going to be the thing that started off, and almost gets them off, but, well, if they stay, yeah, they're going to go off there. Not quick enough. Now the Death Blossom comes in from Devin. No, Vertical Frog is chunked down by that damage taken out. There's still an opportunity, though, for Yuniverse. Well, not any longer. CNC Dom gone, and Chef quickly afterwards. As the Abyss might be able to take this up and tie up our flashpoint.
I mean, what a fantastic... Oh, poor Yoshi. Poor Yoshi tried to drop the wheels, too, to try and get a little bit of extra staying power rate. It was too much, too little, too late. And the Death Blossom Blizzard combo really did solidify that for them. So, I mean, is there going to be a last-second touch? There is! No!
It's...
Does not get it!
And if Yuniverse loses this fight, this could be disastrous going into the second point. The fight's going to come out. Key goes low. The Shatter is available from Goofman. The overclock from Chef comes in at the perfect time, chunking down so many people from the Abyss. And they keep on taking things over. As Chef is the... Oh my God, Chef is just on another level here, Billy.
My namesake is just doing me so proud right now. I'm just
living vicariously.
Yes, living vicariously through the better playing Chef.
Yeah.
As we head up to Ruins now, and this is going to be a race, and it's 1-1 now. The Abyss do take it, but they get the positioning and they've got the point. And
they might be able to keep, they are going to be able to get that point unlocked. That Ant Matrix comes through, the Shatter is out, and Yoshi is caught in the midst of it. Ant Matrix in response, though, but the Blizzard, or the Maywall is going to block it off. Still, there is an opportunity, but with that sound barrier that came out from Carr, she should help solidify the fight for the Abyss.
This has been better fight planning. From the Abyss. An early Ant Matrix really sets them on their heels and I mean pushes Yoshi away when they got the wheels down. And well, Chef going over to the Genji. This is something we have not seen from them today. This is going to be an interesting look here. You know, are you going to be going for the back line? You're going to be trying to put pressure Guckers down. Where do we see this Genji play going?
That is a good question, Billy. There's the Death Blossom coming in. The Maywall stopping anyone from retreating. But, hey, there's still an opportunity, though, for Yuniverse to come in, especially with the damage that's been done. But now the Blizzard coming in. But Kigo comes through with a pick on the Guckers. Terra Surge takes down Carr. And that should be enough for Yuniverse. To CNC Dom on Billy's other namesake, Orisa, coming in clutch.
I mean... I'm just a happy Chef right now. I mean, we've got my donkey horse. We've got a sound barrier online. We've got the blade as well. One fight, and Chef has built the blade. That is some serious old generation, my friends.
Yeah, definitely is indeed here. Can they get good value with it? That's the real question, though, from the Dragon Blade. They've got squishies to deal with, but the artillery strike from Yoshi's coming out early on. But there's a nice play. The Ant Matrix is out, but Guckers is gone. There's the Dragon Blade. 1, 2, 3. That's a huge play coming in from Chef yet again. Whatever players, whatever heroes they play on, they've just been popping off.
He slices, he dices like a Ginsu knife and gets it absolutely clutch there. You love to see it. And I mean, only the 2 ultimates invested. They get to hold on to the sound barrier as well. So Goofman closes with an ultimate now for the Abyss. Looks like we are heading for. Are
the
we heading
supports?
for? I don't know.
The supports are Gruckers is so low. Can they stay alive? They've had to invest the immortality field to stay alive there, Billy. That's not good at all, especially if they can't get it up before this fight takes way onto this point. As now the rotations come in. Devin's so low, but there's again no immortality field. Abyss are going to be able to take it first. But can they do they have the staying power right now? That's the real question. Sound barrier available. Sound barrier invested, and Chef goes down. And now Yuniverse looks to counter it out. Shatter comes through, knocking down a couple, and that should be the Abyss holding strong.
Yep, I mean, what a great fight there from the Abyss. They've just laid it out. I mean, sound barrier once again. Carr has been so damn good. She has put out some of the best sound barriers in this matchup all day long. I mean, Kigo has really been doing a great job as well. But I think that the Abyss, I think they've really had the lion's share of it as far as the beat drops have gone. So this is fantastic work out of them.
Yeah, it is indeed. Carr keeps on putting on a show, but they don't have that. She does not have that sound barrier any longer. Can the Abyss keep things going in their way? Death Blossom comes through. They find 2 picks, and that should be enough, unless Chef has some other things to say. But they can only do so much with with no healing. There's the team kill. There's the overtime. It's all tied up. Last point of the flashpoint.
Blade and Amp Matrix ready to go here for Yuniverse. They've got the positional advantage. It's going to be a race to Temple. And I mean, this Amp Matrix, we saw what happened last time when they had this Amp Matrix advantage. They invested it early and then just went ham on the back of it. Yoshi and Chef did not have any idea of how to deal with it.
Well,
he's just waiting.
Yeah, he's just waiting to invest this Dragon Blade early on, I think. Flashpoint is going to unlock quite soon here. Billy, Devin wrapping around the back. Look, they've spotted out Chef, but not been able to confirm the kill. The flashpoint now unlocked, and it's going to go into the way of Yuniverse unless there's no last second touch. There's the Amp Matrix coming in. The Dragon Blade out from Chef as well. The Blizzards come through, but they just have so much damage to deal with. Chef finds 3 yet again, and that is the way of Yuniverse taking things in this point.
It was the Amp Matrix once again that secures the point, but it's the Universe's Amp Matrix that gets the job done this time, and then the Blade comes and confirms everything else on the back of it. Fantastic team play there from Yuniverse, 50% and counting.
50% and counting for Yuniverse. Can they finish things off here and now, or are we headed to a push map? We'll see with the artillery strike coming in from Yoshi. Can they confirm a kill? Can they chunk down some damage? That would be massive. But the one to go down first is CNC Dom. And Lim coming back in response from Chef, though, with 2 of them now. Now this investment can come in. Chef is going to get slowed up, going to get taken down, but it's so close to the end. The overtime bar is ticking away, but the sound mirror might be enough to hold on. It is indeed. Duke goes down, and Yoshi's going to retreat.
Yep, I mean, that's a quick reset there from Yoshi. We'll see the Blade come up. We'll see the sound barrier as well. So Carr does win another fight on the back of a sound barrier. And I mean, she, like I said, she has had some of the best sound barriers in this game. Dom talking a little smack there in match chat. They have the Terror Surge coming up as well. This is going to be a very impactful fight. This has got to be a huge shatter followed by a big Blizzard just to save themselves in this series.
As now they look to come into this fight. Blizzard online from Duke. Can they land it on? The shatter comes out. They've only connected the vertical frog. Terror Surge in response, and that's huge! That's it, Billy! That's all but done. The time remaining is a null factor. No one from Abyss is going to be able to touch as Yuniverse are able to take the map and the series in a 3-0 fashion.
That is one of the closest 3-0s, at least maps 2 and 3, that we have seen in quite some time. Chef cooking well, has the Overwatch League Sojourn skin on, and why not with a performance like this? They lit it up. This was fantastic from them. Oh my God, so damn accurate.
Yeah, just great stuff all throughout the day from Chef here and Billy. And I mean, living up to the Chef namesake in your honor, doing well.
Sorry for the maniacal little girl giggle there, but yeah, I mean, I'm just impressed. I'm so impressed. Like, this is a diamond player. Holy crap! Absolutely getting it done left and right. I mean, lots of these feed right here, just in Chef's favor. I mean, whether it was the Pharah, whether it was the Bastion or the Echo, or there in Suravasa, the Genji. I mean, this is a complete DPS.
Definitely. And I mean, that's not to say that everyone else wasn't very good at what they were doing. Kiko and Vertical Frog were incredible too for Yuniverse. And I mean, the rest of the entire team was. It was just a full team effort. But those pop-off moments from Chef leaves everyone wanting more.
I want more.
Huh?
I want more. And I mean, these amp matrices coming out from Vertical Frog, this is the one that did it. I mean, Yoshi and CNC Dom, I mean, Ari getting it done there. This is how we got to this point, the 3-0 win. My goodness. I mean, you couldn't have gone any further. I mean, unless we had a 3-map Lijiang Tower, which, I mean, Yuniverse absolutely rolled the Abyss on. But, man, did the Abyss come back. They've got some serious fight in their veins, and I can't wait to see what their lower bracket run is going to look like.
No, I definitely agree with you there. Anyone who meets them in that lower bracket is definitely waiting for a fight. If they think it's going to be easy based on that record, it definitely is not going to be. And, I mean, I'm excited to see more of both of these two teams later down the line.
Same. Absolutely the same. But it's not it here and done for this evening. We still have the last first round match of this diamond tier coming up in just a little bit. It'll be myself and In the Fletch in the casting booth for you. Don't go away. We're going to have a little bit of an extended break, maybe about an hour, but we will be back with you in just a little bit. We'll see you around 11 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.